Johnny Dollar.
This is Fred Porter, Johnny. Miniatures.
Miniatures?
You know those tiny paintings, portraits usually done on porcelain?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. But I don't think I ever heard of any Reimer collection.
There are half a dozen of them stolen from the Reimer galleries in Philadelphia. Cost us something over $20,000 insurance.
Never found them, huh?
Well, here's the thing. I just got a phone call from Wilbert Reimer. He wants to see you just as quickly as possible.
About those miniatures?
He wouldn't say, Johnny, but I'll bet on it. And he insisted that you and only you be brought in.
Huh. Funny, since I had nothing whatsoever to do with the case.
Why not, with your reputation?
But I thought you usually had a staff man
Plus
that took
the
care of
fact that our company investigator at that time was Jerry Pitcher.
Jerry Pitcher?
Yep.
The one who was suspected of complicity in some of the cases he was supposed to be investigating?
That's the one.
Well, wasn't he suspect in that robbery?
Yeah, but neither we nor the police could ever pin anything on him. All we could do was fire him and warn the other insurance companies to look out for him.
Fred.
Yeah?
Any idea where Jerry Pitcher's operating now?
Not the least. After the Reimer episode, he simply disappeared. There was talk of his having skipped the country, but nobody was sure of it.
I wonder if Reimer suddenly got a lead on him.
There's one way to find out.
Okay, Freddie, I'll grab the first train.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Mono Guarantee Insurance Company, Philadelphia office. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Reimer collection matter. Expense account item 1, 825 train fare and incidentals, Hartford to Philadelphia, PA. Item 2, 70 cents for a taxi to the Reimer galleries over on Walnut Street. Mr. Reimer turned out to be short, slightly gray, and very, very British.
Let's go into my office, Mr. Dollar, where we can talk undisturbed.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Reimer. Well, the art business must be pretty good with a crowd like this in the store. Pardon me, miss.
In here, please.
Hey, thanks.
Well, the gallery is rather well patronized this morning, isn't it? Will you sit down, please?
Thank you.
I must say, Mr. Dollar, that I many times wished that you had been assigned to the case when these priceless miniatures that I brought to me from Europe were stolen a year ago.
Oh, how so?
Well, they were so vastly uninsured, sir. A man of your capabilities would have been able to find them for me.
Yeah, maybe.
You, instead of that Jerry Pitcher.
I understand that, although nobody could prove anything, you suspected him of somehow being involved in that loss.
Oh, yes. If only because of his failure to investigate it properly. But now look here, sir. This check has a direct relationship with the unusual number of people visiting the gallery this morning.
Uh-huh. This check was made out by you?
Yes. I intend to put it in the mails before the day is over.
To the Mono Guarantee Insurance Company. $4,050?
The exact amount I received for the loss of one of the miniatures, a genuine Pellegrini.
But you collected something like $20,000 in all.
On the 6th it was stolen, yes. But now, suddenly, and most mysteriously, the Pellegrini has been returned to me.
What?
And, of course, the people out there in the gallery, most of them connoisseurs, would be interested in seeing it again, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I should think so.
As a matter of fact, I've already found a buyer for it.
Who?
Mr. Charles Cunningham, one of my regular clients.
Well, just how did you happen to get this one back?
2 days ago, when I opened the place, I found it lying inside the door, on the floor, under the letter slot for the morning mail.
Just lying there?
But it was wrapped in a bit of coarse wrapping paper, the sort a greengrocer might use, and it was tied up with a piece of dirty string.
No note or anything with it?
Nothing. They're very mysterious.
But why was it returned?
Who knows?
Would you call it a pretty well-known piece, one that might easily be recognized?
Oh, definitely. And, of course, there were pictures of it in the papers and of the others at the time that they were stolen.
In other words, anybody having it stood a pretty good chance of being caught if he tried to sell it.
But that does seem to be a logical conclusion, doesn't it?
Yet there's always the black market. I mean, abroad, in Paris. A lot of fine art that was stolen during the war has suddenly shown up over there.
Yes, and I understand that otherwise perfectly honest collectors haven't hesitated to purchase it. Things taken from the Louvre, from various museums in Germany, and... Hello, but Mr. Dollar, if the thief were caught smuggling the miniatures out of this country...
Yeah, I know what you mean. But now, why return these to you?
One of them, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, one of them, but why?
Well, there is, of course, one possibility.
Yeah? Like what?
If the thief himself were a connoisseur, one who would fully appreciate the value of the miniatures, well, I'm certain that he would never bring himself to simply destroy them. That is, after realizing that he couldn't very well dispose of them without being caught.
So rather than destroy them, he decided to give up and return them to you?
Well, it is a possibility, isn't it?
But he returned only one of them. And, of course, this theory of yours rules out Jerry Pitcher.
Well, yes. But it's puzzling, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait now, the paper and the string you found wrapped around it.
What?
Where are they? I'd like to see them. Well?
Oh, how utterly stupid of me.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid I threw them out with the trash, Mr. Dollar. It was taken away yesterday.
Oh, great.
You might have found fingerprints on them, mightn't you?
Yeah, and they might have given us a lead on whoever stole those things in the first place.
I'm terribly sorry. It was terribly stupid of me. My reason for sending them for you, I hoped that by finding who returned this one, you might find the rest of them.
Sure.
In which case, your insurance company, well, needless to say, I would gladly return all of the money they paid to me.
Make them pretty happy, wouldn't it?
But no.
Yeah, they might even feel like handing me a nice big fat commission.
Now I've destroyed the one possible clue.
Well, there must be others, if I can dig them up.
Oh, I hope so, Mr. Dollar.
Or, of course, we could just sit here and wait for the other 5 to be returned to you.
I presume you're jesting, sir.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Yes. So how will you proceed?
Well, I'll tell you something, Mr. Reimer.
Yes? Yes, Mr. Dollar?
I haven't the least idea.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Reimer Collection Matter.
Expense account item 2, 60 cents for a cab to Fred Porter's office at Mono Guarantee Insurance.
And it was about the stolen miniatures that Mr. Reimer sent for you.
That it was, Freddie.
Over $20,000 worth, Johnny. Well, has he some idea now about who might have taken them?
Fred, one of them, a Pellegrini, has just been returned to him.
What?
Yeah. Reimer's sending you a check in the amount your company paid him for that particular one.
Well, who returned it to him?
I don't know. He doesn't know. It was simply pushed through the letter slot in the door of the gallery. No clues, no nothing.
Johnny, whoever returned it must have been the thief. Or someone who knows the thief has contact with him. So if you can find this person, whoever brought it back, we may be able to recover the other miniatures.
Yeah. Did the police really do a job when they were stolen a year ago?
Yes, and the only suspect was that so-called investigator we'd mistakenly assigned to Reimer because he seemed to know something about art. He was familiar with Reimer's place.
That was Jerry Pitcher.
That's right. But they couldn't prove a thing against him. And after all, it was only Reimer's theory that Jerry might have been mixed up in it.
Why?
I don't know. It may have been because of the sloppy way he handled his end of the investigation. And don't forget, it was about that time we learned that Pitcher's reputation wasn't all that it might have been.
Have you got any idea where Jerry might be now?
As I told you over the phone, Johnny, there was talk that he'd skipped the country. Reason in itself to be suspicious of him, if you ask me.
I'll tell you this, Fred. If he did skip, and if he had those miniatures with him, the one place he might have gone to... Listen, mind if I use your phone?
It's right beside you. Help yourself.
Okay, thanks. Hello, operator. I want to put through a call to Paris, France.
Paris? Johnny...
Just take it easy, Freddie, and stay close to this phone so that you can hear. My call was to a strange little character whose name is de Marsac, but who calls himself a Chat Gris, the gray cat. His knowledge of the Paris underworld and everything that goes on in it is nothing short of fabulous. Yeah, because he himself is very much a part of it, of what goes on there. Not a single important work of art could ever hit the black market without his knowing about it.
How oui, Monsieur Dollar. This is your dearest friend, Le Chat Gris.
Oldest and dearest friend, huh?
But of course.
Oh, sure. Now listen to Marsac. I want some information. Maybe you can give it to me.
For a small fee, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Say, $1,000 American?
1,000? You're out of your mind.
Oh, 500?
Maybe a couple of hundred, if it's worth anything.
Now, take it easy, Johnny.
Let me handle this. Now, listen to Marsac.
Well, speak, monsieur.
Well, I'm looking for a man named Jerry Pitcher. Ever see or hear of him?
Jerry Pichet? Oh, no, monsieur.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Then what about the Reimer collection of miniatures?
Oh, oui.
Yeah, there's some tiny paintings on porcelain.
Yeah, but of course, they were here on the black market.
You get that?
I sure did. Go on, Johnny.
Monsieur?
When, de Marsac? When did you see them?
Well, it is important.
You kidding? Of course it is.
Then you will pay me, 400 perhaps?
200. Now when?
Oh, me. Well, 3 years ago,
3 years ago.
we when they purchased for the gallery there in the United States.
Oh, well, that's a lot of help. But who brought them for the Reimer Gallery? Who purchased them? Do you know? Well?
Uh-huh. So that is the question.
That's right.
Well, then 300 perhaps? Oh, it's worth it, monsieur.
Okay, 250. Now tell me who.
Well, it was Monsieur Reimer himself.
What? Reimer himself bought them there in the black market?
Oui, monsieur.
Ah, I see.
Well, so perhaps it is really worth 400, monsieur?
No, on second thought, de Marsac, I'm afraid it doesn't mean a thing. I'll mail you a check.
Well, of course, the last time I saw it...
What? What's that? Well? Okay, 400.
Bien. It was 6 months ago, June.
In June?
Oui, June. At the shop of my very dear friend. Oh, that scoundrel, that terrible crook, Francois Dubesson, defense. But not for long.
What do you mean?
Because he could not sell them. They were what you call too hot.
Huh?
Because they were known to have been so recently stolen from the gallery there in America.
Too hot, huh? So whoever had them brought them back here.
You see, monsieur?
All right, de Marsac. Who was that fence that Dubosson... who was he trying to sell them for? This man Pitcher?
Oh, no, monsieur. I told you I never heard of him.
Well, who then?
Well, alas, I do not know. And with a clever man like Dubosson, well, perhaps for you, my oldest, my dearest friend, and it might take some time and expense.
Then no bother, yet.
Well, monsieur...
Forget it. I'll send you a check. Only you can send it to him, Fred. Save putting it on my expense account.
Oh, wait a minute, Johnny. If he can find out who was trying to peddle the miniatures over
Oh,
there...
you underestimate Le Chagris.
What?
If he's seen them, he knows what they're worth.
So what?
By the time he got that information, you'd have to pay him 1,000, maybe 2.
Well, even so, Johnny, if it leads us to the thief and the other miniatures that were stolen...
Leads us to him or merely tells us who he is.
What's the difference?
And I thought you were convinced it's Jerry Pitcher.
Well, who else?
Why?
I don't know. Ask the police. Ask Reimer.
Maybe I will. Or maybe I got a better idea. Item 4, $1.50 for a taxi out to the Museum of Art, where I finally ran down one of the curators, a man by the name of Kingman.
Well, of course I know the Reimer miniatures, Mr. Dollar. Priceless. And such a shame that they've been lost to the world of art. Stolen.
Yeah.
Stolen by a fool.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, I mean, the thief would never dare to try to sell them, but such well-known pieces, anyone, anywhere would recognize them, would see that he was brought to justice.
Maybe. How much would you say those 6 little paintings are worth? About?
2 or 3 years ago, not very much. But now that their history is known, well, this often happens with works of art, Mr. Dollar.
How much, Mr. Kingman?
Well, somewhere, I would say, that is, if they're ever found.
Yes?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of $200,000.
You're serious?
Well, among them is a body, for instance, and a genuine Pellegrini, yes.
A Pellegrini.
Pellegrini the Elder. And one of our wealthy collectors, Mr. Charles Cunningham, would pay
Cunningham?
almost...
Listen, do you know where I can find him?
I believe I have his address and phone number in my office.
Good. Come on.
But why all this interest, Mr. Dollar?
I'll tell you about it on the way to your office, Mr. Kingman. Item 5, 10 cents for a phone call, only to learn that Mr. Charles Cunningham was out of town for the day. So item 6, $14 even, is for a dinner, a room, and some breakfast at the Bellevue Stratford. Then early the next morning, item 7, another dime for another phone call.
Insurance investigator, did you say?
That's right, Mr. Cunningham.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Dollar?
Just answer one question, please. How much are you paying the Reimer Galleries for a Pellegrini miniature?
mean the one that was stolen a year ago that has been recently recovered?
That's the one I mean. What's the price?
Oh. Well, now, I'm afraid that's something.
How much, sir?
It was a private sale, Mr. Dollar, a confidential transaction, and,
Well?
I don't know whether you realize it or not, but only recently has the value of those miniatures become...
Yeah, I know all about that. How much, Mr. Cunningham?
Now, look
Or
here.
would you rather be hauled in as accessory to a fraud?
You mean the Pellegrini isn't genuine?
Oh, it probably is.
But you said I might be involved in a fraud.
How much?
I'm giving Reimer $20,500 for it.
Maybe you'd better call your bank and have them stop the check.
Stop.
Thank you, Mr.
Check.
Cunningham. It looks as though my hunch was right.
What?
Goodbye, sir. Item 8, $1 for a taxi to Fred Porter's office. Item 9, another $1 for a cab for the two of us to the Reimer Galleries.
Will you please tell me what this is all about, Johnny? Have you got on the trail of Jerry Pitcher?
No, Freddie, I haven't even bothered trying. Hey, listen, do you handle all of Reimer's insurance? When are his premiums due?
Well, as a matter of fact, a rather large one, slightly overdue now.
Oh. Why didn't you tell me that?
What difference does it make?
Well, if business were good for a man like that, wouldn't he keep up his insurance payments? Wonder how much else he owes.
What are you getting at?
Money. Looks like we've arrived, though.
You know, you still haven't told me why we've come here to the gallery at the crack of dawn.
Yeah, buddy. Now keep the change.
Yeah, man.
See, Mr. Reimer's already opened shop.
Johnny?
Come on, Fred. Well, Mr. Reimer.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, I am indeed glad to see you.
Indeed.
Indeed. Good morning, Mr. Porter.
Mr. Reimer?
Look here, Mr. Dollar, here on this table.
What?
Another of the miniatures, a Lombardi.
What?
Yes, lying on the floor under the mail slot, just like the other that was returned.
I can't believe it. Here, let me see.
No, don't touch it.
And you see, Mr. Dollar, this time I saved the string and wrapper for you.
Oh? Why? Fingerprints?
Yes, of course.
Only I doubt if we'll find any.
But you were most explicit.
Matter of fact, if you didn't wear gloves in wrapping it up, you were pretty stupid.
I beg your pardon.
Asked that I be dragged in so that nobody would suspect you, huh?
Suspect me?
Johnny, what of Jerry Pitcher?
Who knows where Jerry is, Jan? Who cares? Mr. Reimer, when was your last trip to Europe? In June, wasn't it?
I make many trips to Europe in order
In
to...
June?
Well, yes, it was. But now look here.
Let's go back to your office. I want to look at your bank statements for the past year.
Mr. Dollar.
Or would you rather I just call in the cops?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Real honest business you've been running, huh?
Of course.
But you didn't hesitate to buy stolen, smuggled artworks on the Paris black market.
Now, look here, sir.
I suppose I should have started thinking when you told me those miniatures were considerably underinsured.
What?
Yeah, because you insured them before their true value really became known. But by the time you did know it, you'd already pulled the fake robbery, collected the insurance on them to keep your business going.
Well, now, please.
You tried to sell them in Paris then, but they were too hot. That was in June. But you still needed money, didn't you?
Well, have I denied
So
that
you had to bring them back. After all, you'd only collected about $20,000 on them. And now you could sell them for $200,000 at least.
Is this true?
Pretty nice profit, even after you got through returning what you'd collected from the insurance company.
Mr. Reimer?
And how to get them back? Have them mysteriously reappear one at a time and give out that cock and bull story about the thief not daring to sell them without being caught. Well, Mr. Reimer?
Well, do you think, if I produce the others, if I write and sign a full confession, the authorities will be more gentle with me?
Son of a gun, why do they do it? Won't they ever learn? What's the matter with people, anyhow? Some people, that is. Oh, well, expense account total, including the trip back to Hartford, $35.50. And Freddie, don't forget, a nice fee on this one, as well as a check to Le Chagris over there in Paris. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Harry Bartell, Ben Wright, Forrest Lewis, Junius Matthews, and Marvin Miller. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
This is Jim Paris at Worldwide Mutual.
Don't tell me, Jim. Let me guess.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
The reason you call me, I can smell the smoke all the way over here at my apartment.
Oh,
Also,
well,
I heard something about the fire on a news broadcast a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Somewhere out on Albany Avenue, he said.
yes, it's the cash and save market over the other side of town.
And since your company insured it, you want me to go over and take a look.
A good look, Johnny.
You thinking of possible arson?
I am.
Okay, why?
That store is just one of a chain. Hartford, Boston, Providence, Springfield, Lowell.
Yeah, I see. But how does that make it arson?
This is the fourth one to go up in as many weeks.
Oh. The outfit that owns them having financial troubles?
The outfit that owns them is one man.
Oh.
John Wakefield Carson.
Then I repeat my question.
Johnny, if he is burning up his own markets, if you can prove it, you can save our company a lot of money.
That might cost you a lot of money, Jim.
What do you mean?
Wait till you see my expense account.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Worldwide Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Carson arson matter. Expense account item 1, $1.25 for a taxi from my apartment to the offices of Worldwide, where I hoped Jim Paris could give me a little more to go on. He did. Very little.
First loss 4.5 weeks ago was the market up in Thompsonville.
How much?
Loss in Thompsonville, $41,204. That was the smallest one in the chain.
Uh-huh.
The following week, the one over in Fall River burned to the ground.
And the claim on that?
Some $58,000 odd.
Nothing odd about that much dough.
And the loss in Lowell was a bit over $64,000. How much the claim will be on this one here in Hartford remains to be seen.
How much coverage does he have on it?
Around $100,000, I believe. Yes, $106,000.
Well, then that's probably what he's going to claim. Look, you can still see the smoke out there.
Yes, and the telephone report I just got says it looks like a total loss. Will you go over and take a look at it?
John Wakefield Carson.
That's right. His office is up in Boston. That's where his newest, biggest market is.
Oh, how much insurance on that one?
Nearly $500,000. It's one of the largest, most modern
And
supermarkets.
I'd better get over and see him in a hurry.
Hmm?
You want me to get there before that one goes up, don't you? Expense account item 2, $450 for a cab to the scene of the fire way out on Albany Road. 3 or 4 fire companies were hard at it. But it was easy to see there wasn't a chance of saving much. It struck me that this location, part of a brand new residential area, was about as far from an established fire company as it could be. I wondered for a moment if this was deliberate. I finally ran down Hal Gibbons, an old pal, and one of the best men an arson squad ever had.
Stick your nose up in the air and take a deep one, Johnny. You smell it?
Well, it's not kerosene, Hal. I don't think it's gasoline either.
No, but it's something highly inflammable. The boys of that chemical truck could get it out. Might learn something.
First, these stores always stock a lot of cleaning fluid, stuff like that.
Most of them are not inflammable. Well, how about...
Johnny, look out! Golly. Hey, maybe we better move back a ways.
Yeah.
Must have got a pretty big start on the fireman, Hal.
Sure, because it's so far out. It's like the markets in Thompsonville and Fall River. And Lowell, too.
Oh? Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it?
At this point, I'm more than just wondering, Johnny.
Have you come up with anything?
Those other towns are out of my bailiwick, but I know all the boys in the departments.
Have they come up with anything?
No, and that's why I feel I've got to get the first lead, if there is one, right here.
Has old man Carson showed up?
No, not during any of the fires. He just sits calmly in his office in Boston, mutters something philosophical about the vagaries of fortune, and lets it go at that.
And files a big fat insurance claim. I think I want to see that guy, Carson.
I don't think it'll do you any good, but go to it.
Know anything about his financial situation?
He's loaded. Multimillionaire. And boy, what a queer one.
What's that mean?
A regular nut. Always quoting Shakespeare, the Bible, poetry, but a good businessman.
You sure he hasn't got some big investments, something like that went bad on him recently?
I'm sure.
There has to be some reason.
No, get back, I tell you. You gotta stay back of the line.
You want to keep your job? You tell your chief I'm here, and I want to know why this fire got out of hand.
Well, who's that?
Now, look, miss, I got orders.
Don't choke on them.
It's all right, Jerry. I'll take care of her.
Whatever you say, Mr. Gibbons, but I got orders.
Okay. Well, Miss Carson, it looks like you're losing another market.
This is the fourth one. The fourth one and a little over a... Hey, don't I know you?
I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure.
Miss Margaret Carson, this is Johnny Dollar.
The insurance investigator. Good. Now maybe we'll get somewhere. Oh, this is... Walter. Walter!
Yes, Margaret?
My fiancé, Mr. Dollar. Walter Smitten.
Smitten?
Hello, Walter.
Mr. Gibbon?
Walter handles the legal end of things for Dad.
Oh, I see. Next president of the company, Walter?
I? In the grocery business? Oh, no, sir, thank you. The legal end is enough for me.
Well, what do you think about these fires? 4 in a row.
Well, if I were you, Mr. Dollar, I'd suspect arson.
Oh, Walter, for heaven's sake.
Why, Walter?
Someone trying to put Mr. Carson out of business, something like that.
Put Father out of business with a couple of fires? Oh,
Miss Carson...
come on, Walter. We've seen all we need to make the final report to Dad. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar. Harold.
Yeah.
See ya.
Like a motive, Johnny?
That Walter character?
If he marries Margaret Carson, and he doesn't seem to like the grocery business...
Yeah. But if he could get the money from it... Yeah. I see what you mean.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. South Dakota's state flag was inspired by a song. South Dakota is the Sunshine State. A stenographer named Ida Anding designed the flag with a sky blue background and a blazing sun in the center, and the words, South Dakota, the Sunshine State, in gold around the sun. Later, the state seal was inserted over the sun, a seal representing mining and agriculture, the prime pursuits of the state. The state's banner also carries the motto, Under God, the People Rule. South Dakota's state flag, the flag of the 40th state to enter the Union, was adopted on March 8, 1909. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Carson Arson Matter.
Expense account item 320 cents phone call from a booth near the scene of the fire. I wanted more information from Jim Paris at Worldwide Mutual. Information about the policies covering the 13 cash and save markets, 4 of which had recently gone up in flames. I waited in the phone booth until Jim called me back. Johnny Dollar.
Jim here.
Oh, good.
All right, here's the list of markets, Johnny, in the order of insurance coverage, starting with the smallest amount.
Go ahead.
Thompsonville, Fall River, Lowell, Hartford.
That's the same order in which they burned.
Exactly.
Okay. Which remaining store has the next biggest coverage?
Salem.
Okay, I'll start with Salem.
What are you thinking of, Johnny?
It's just a hunch, Jim, but... Well, I'll call you later. Item 4, $5.25 for a cab back to my apartment. Item 5, $21 even. Mileage of my own car, Hartford to Salem, Mass. Despite burning up the highway, it was almost dark when I pulled into Salem. It was well after dark when I finally located the Cash and Save Market. Again, the store was far outside of town, and it was a long way from the nearest firehouse. I don't know exactly why I went there instead of the main office in Boston. After all, it was the same day as the Hartford fire, and the others had all been about a week apart. As I said before, call it a hunch. But as I pulled up in front of the place, I saw the shadow of a man dart furtively around the back of the building. As I reached the far corner of the building, I stopped. But with only the sliver of a crescent moon, I could see no one. Somewhere ahead of me, I heard a door open. Then silence again. But somebody had entered that building. Slowly, cautiously, I felt my way along the wall. And then I came to it. An open door. Storeroom. But inside it was pitch black. I drew my gun and carefully, quietly felt around for a light switch. After stumbling gently against a big packing case, I found it. I hunched down behind the case and flicked it on. All right, where are you? I heard you. I saw you come in here. Now, look, I got a gun, so don't try anything funny. You hear me? Where are you?
Right over your head!
Oh! I must have been out a long time. I came to lying on a cot in the back room of Salem Police Headquarters.
A couple of gallon jars. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, it was a couple of big gallon jars of kosher pickles that he dropped on top of your head.
He, officer?
Well, like to split your head open. So he brought you in here to headquarters and had the doc look you over. Up. Easy now.
Oh, yes, sir.
Doc says no permanent harm done. He gave you a shot to make you sleep and rest. Now, how about this cup of hot coffee?
Yeah, sure. And about a dozen aspirins, my head feels like.
There you are.
Thanks. But you said he.
Well, according to him, you left yourself wide open when you sneaked in there after him. And then to turn on the lights. Son, you got a lot to learn.
Okay, so I pulled a boo-boo. But do you know who it was that slugged me?
Of course, son. He brought you here.
Who?
Owner of the market.
What?
Mr. John Wakefield Carson.
Item 6, $2 more mileage on my car. This time down to Boston and the main office of Cash and Save Markets. To the private office of John Wakefield Carson.
Please be calm of mind, all passion spent, Mr. Dollar.
What?
That's from Milton. Please sit down.
Now look, Mr. Carson, about last night.
Baydock plays tricks upon us all. It did so in bringing us together last night.
How did you know I was going to investigate that market of yours up in Salem?
Well, I didn't know. But look, you young man.
Yeah?
The fires which destroyed those 4 markets did so in order their value to me.
So I found out.
Well, possibly then the next to go would be the store in Salem. For that indeed is next in order of value.
It figures.
Or perhaps 'twas mere coincidence those accidents occurred in that order.
Accidents?
Remember, coincidence breeds further coincidence. That's a quotation from Brescoff.
Now listen to me, Mr. Carson.
For that reason, I decided to inspect the Salem store myself.
Inspect it, huh?
To make sure there'd be no possibility of spontaneous combustion there.
Let's get one thing straight right now, Mr. Carson.
Yes?
I think those fires were set. And if you'll come down to earth.
Possible, I suppose. It was Shakespeare who said, fire answers fire. Through their paly flames, each sees the other's umbered face.
Listen to me, will you?
Of course.
I think you set those fires, or had them set.
By Mr. Dollar.
I think you were going to burn down the store in Salem until I came along.
When I saw you there, I thought that was your intent.
Oh, sure. All right, tell me this. What do you plan to do with the insurance money, if you get it? Rebuild? Bigger and better stores where the old ones stood?
Oh, no.
Or did you find out you hadn't made them big and modern enough for those real estate developments where they were located and decided the cheapest way for you to do?
No. To build again where tragic dealt the fate.
Forget the fancy quotes and answer my question.
Shakespeare said, you tread upon my patience, sir.
Look.
It's most enough to make a deacon swear. Answered by James Russell.
Mr. Carson.
What disposition of the funds I choose to make is mine alone to settle. And from my heart.
Carson?
Enough. I've had enough of this. Now be on your way.
No, wait a minute.
Be gone, Dollar. And irk me now no more.
No, you wait. From your heart, you said.
Now I have said enough. Henceforth, my lips are sealed.
Okay. But you know something? I think you've told me who might have set those fires. And if you'll answer me just one more question. No? Okay, we'll see.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Sometimes we may wonder why a football team doesn't quit playing and walk off the field when it finds itself 50 points behind with only a few minutes of play to go. What is that indomitable spirit that fills men with hope and keeps them going in spite of terrific odds? Keeps them going just to play the game according to the rules, just to get the job done as well as they know how. This kind of spirit pervaded the feelings of heavy bomber crews of the 9th Air Force on that day of glory, August 1st, 1943, the day of one of the most secretly planned surprise bombing missions of World War II, the day of the low-level attack on the Romanian oil refineries at Ploiești. More than 170 B-24 heavily loaded bombers took off in a swirl of red dust from Benghazi, Libya, to bomb a highly defended priority target. The element of surprise in the low-level attack was to be one of their greatest weapons. But things went wrong from the start. 3 planes exploded during takeoff operations. 11 more aborted due to engine trouble. Of those that reached the target area, less than 1/3 returned to home base. The leaders of the mission encountered navigation difficulties and difficulty in identifying the specific targets. And due to the loss of that elemental hope, surprise, they also encountered devastating enemy firepower from flak and fighters. The mission was partially successful, but a horrifying experience. 5 medals of honor were awarded to the heroes of the Ploiești raid for valorous action above and beyond the call of duty. At any time, the men would have been justified in turning back. But they had a code of conduct that made them want to see the unequal game through to the end. It was a job that had to be done, a charge of the Light Brigade in the air as they flew down the Valley of Death to glory.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Carson Arson Matter.
Expense account item 780 cents, phone call to Hal Gibbons and the arson squad back in Hartford.
Yeah, Johnny, I finally found plenty in the remains of that fire.
Then it was arson.
By some rank amateur. That's why it was hard to spot.
What do you mean?
When a pro sets ablaze, we know what to look for.
I see. And what about the other 3 fires?
I called the boys in those cities immediately. Heard back from them this morning. Same story.
All right. Have you checked on Walter, what's his name, the fiancé of Carson's daughter?
You mean stepdaughter?
Stepdaughter?
I have, and that's what stops me.
Alibis, huh?
Perfect. Walter Smitten couldn't possibly have started those fires.
I didn't think so.
Huh?
Now, that boy may call himself a lawyer, Hal, but he just hasn't the nerve, the gumption.
But who else? He stands to benefit if he marries Margaret Carson. And surely you don't think Carson himself... Johnny?
Call the Boston police, will you? Have them meet me at Carson's office.
What for?
Maybe to make an arrest. Do that for me, will you? Hunch? Maybe it was more than a hunch now. Sure, I know there was no real clues in the case, but maybe for once I could get along without them. I went back to Carson's office and I must confess, tried a little bluff.
Court? You'd hail me into court?
That's right. Unless you open up and tell me what I want to know.
Very well. Speak to me as to thy thinkings, as thou dost.
And you can forget the quotations. Walter Smitten is your lawyer, isn't he?
A timid but an eager lad who saved me many a fall.
You like him?
Like a son. I would he were my son. Or as the Bible says, a wise son maketh a happy...
All right.
Oh, yes.
You have a stepdaughter, Margaret.
Alas, I have.
Okay. Now, who is to get the insurance money you may collect?
Well, that, sir, is none of your concern.
You going to talk now, Mr. Carson, or in court?
It's a family matter.
Who gets it?
I pledged to my wife before she died that Margaret would have all monies from any profit, any monetary gain of any kind, of any of my ventures. That would include the insurance money.
I see.
That, Mr. Dollar, was my pledge, and oh, how I have rued it.
Why do you say that?
She's not of my blood, Mr. Dollar. She has no soul for art or poetry. And since she's come of age, she's made so many demands upon me. Money, money, money. That's all she thinks of. And unlike Walter, she's so bold, aggressive, headstrong. Were it not for Walter, I'd mistrust her every move.
But if he's in love with her...
Because she demands he be. And why? So she can use his legal guidance in her fight to take this business away from me.
All right, Mr. Carson. I haven't notified the authorities yet, but I've found proof that Margaret is the one who started those fires.
You what?
And you just told me why. Because the money would go to her.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, I'm glad. I've suspected, yes, but because of family honor. No, I'm glad you have proof. At long last, it will take this millstone from about my neck.
Proof, huh?
Margaret.
Well, Dollar, you'll never live to tell the authorities.
Margaret, that gun.
Unless you'd like to make a deal, Johnny. Could be worth a lot of money to you. I'd even promise not to set any more fires.
Oh, you were right, Mr. Dollar.
Unless I'm mistaken, Margaret, the man who just came in...
What man?
Who heard your little confession is from the police department.
You trying to make me look around so you can grab for this gun? Oh, no.
Fact remains, he's standing right in back of you.
That's right, Margaret.
What? No! Oh, my hand! My hand! Oh, my hand!
How sharper than a serpent's tooth is an ungrateful child.
Yeah, the company will have to pay on those 4 markets. And the courts will have to take care of Margaret. I'm sure they will. And next time, well, give me something clean to work on, will you? I hate this kind of stuff. Expense account total, including the trip home, $56.90. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. Oklahoma's state flag depicts an Osage warrior's circular buckskin shield from which hang 7 eagle feathers. Across the shield is the Indian's calumet, or pipe of peace, crossed with the white man's peace symbol, the olive branch. On the shield are small crosses, the Indian's graphic sign for stars, indicating lofty ideals or a purpose for high endeavor. The background of the flag is a field of blue, the blue of the Oklahoma sky, signifying loyalty and devotion. The important symbols, however, are the calumet and the olive branch. These override the shield, the symbol of war, and bespeak a predominant love of peace by a united people. Oklahoma's state flag, the flag of the 46th state to enter the Union, was adopted on April 2nd, 1925. Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the Rolling Stone matter. Remember that old saying about a rolling stone? Well, it applies here, with a vengeance. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Byron Kane, Harry Bartell, Jack Edwards, Joe Kearns, and Forrest Lewis. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
George Reed here.
Well, George, how's Floyd's of London? And how are you holding up in this hot weather?
Johnny, all I can say is I wish I could make a trip to France at somebody else's expense.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
I just received a transatlantic telephone call, collect, by the way, from that underworld friend of yours in Paris.
De Massac. Louis de Massac.
Yes.
Calls himself Le Chagris.
That's right, the gray cat. Well, why he ever chose to call himself that,
Because at night all cats are gray.
So he's hard to see in the dark.
Well, figure enough for yourself. Paris after dark. De Massac knows more about the dark alleys and sewers and back streets. But what did he call you about, George?
He wants to talk to you about the Olney diamond.
The what?
$750,000 worth of diamonds, a necklace that was stolen from the Earl of Olney during a recent visit to the United States.
Le Chagris has a lead on him?
He wouldn't say, but if he has, you can get them back. Well, believe me, we shan't quibble over your expense account.
Including whatever may be necessary to grease the palm of de Massac? His information usually comes pretty high, you know.
I understand that.
And a bit of an allowance, shall we say, for my own entertainment while I'm there?
Well, now, don't go overboard, Johnny.
George, I'll be in touch.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. The Floyds of London, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the night in Paris matter. Expense account item 1, $12 even for a call to Paris, France. To a man I wouldn't trust any further than you could throw the Louis de Massac.
Oui, Monsieur Dollar. This is your oldest, your dearest friend, the Chagris.
Oldest and dearest friend, huh?
But of course.
One of the crookedest, chiselingest connivers I ever met.
Oh,
but
no.
George Reed says you have some information about the Olney diamond, which means you've got your hand out, as usual.
Oh, believe me, mon ami. I only told him that I wished to speak to you about something.
You didn't hint around about those diamonds?
Mm-hmm. Well, perhaps I did make some very slight reference about them.
Yeah.
When he objected to my phoning him what you call collect.
You know where those diamonds are, de Massac? Well? Okay, how much do you want this time?
Monsieur, you are speaking of money?
What else?
Mon ami, you hurt me. You touched me to the quick.
Oh, sure. How much?
Well, one might think that I slave and suffer and risk my life on your behalf only for money.
How much, de Massac?
Say, $10,000 American.
Yeah, well, it was nice to talk to you. See you around sometime.
No. Wait. The only diamonds are worth millions.
Millions of francs, not dollars.
But if I could tell you where you may find them.
In that case, I might be willing to part with, say, 1,000, maybe 1,500.
5,000.
If I actually get my hands on them, I'll give you 2.
4.
3,000, that's final.
3,500.
Goodbye, Namasak.
No, 2,500.
I said I... Huh?
2,000. 2?
Okay, $2,000.
Yeah, then I think what you say crossed myself up.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
But do not worry, mon ami. Do not worry. I will do the same for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Now, listen, if I take a plane out of New York a little after 9 tonight, I should get there tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. Paris time.
Maybe.
I'll hang my hat at the Hotel of Bois. You know where that is?
But of course.
Then I'll pick you up at that hovel of yours at the end of the,
Rue de Pas de la Moule.
Yeah, the Rue de Pas de la Moule.
And you bring the money for me?
I'll be there. Expense account item 2, $1,000 worth of American Express traveler's checks. 428 of it went for plane fare, Hartford to New York to Paris. The flight was uneventful, except for the person who occupied the seat next to me. Annette was her name, Annette Dubon. And brother, well, she's 25 or 6, I guess. Tall, brunette, and beautiful. Apparently has money of her own. I decided this trip to Paris wasn't a bad idea at all.
Johnny Dollar?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you are. You're the insurance investigator I hear about all the time on the radio.
Well, don't look so shocked about it.
Shocked. I'm thrilled. Tell me all about you.
Oh, I'd a lot rather talk about you. Plan to be in Paris long?
Oh, a couple of weeks, I guess. Just sort of a vacation. And I'm all alone, so I don't have any definite plans.
Ah.
Have you, Johnny?
I have now.
You certainly don't beat around the bush, do you? You know something? I like that.
Well, good. Where'll you be staying?
The Joy Sang.
All right, then as soon as I get things cleared away, I'll call you.
Are you over here to work on some kind of a case?
No, just to see an old friend of mine.
Are you by any chance staying at the Joy Sang?
The Lavoie. It's over on...
I know where it is. And as soon as you're free, you'll call me.
Are you kidding? Well, about that time, the stewardess, bless her heart, came around with a champagne. So, what with one thing and another, the time passed quickly. Then, at exactly 5:45 p.m. Paris time, we landed at Orly. Item 3, 5:20 American for a taxi to my hotel, after dropping Annette off along the way. I shaved and showered, then took another cab to the dingy little apartment of Louis de Massac at the far end of the Rue de Pas de la Moule. You ask me, it's one of the most disreputable-looking apartments in the whole city. Dirty, squalid, ramshackle. And, of course, Le Chagris had to live at the top of 4 long flights of stairs. When I finally got up there, feeling slightly winded, I noticed that his door at the end of the gaslit hallway was standing wide open. What? De Marsac. Louis de Marsac. Hold. Dingy, dark apartment of Louis de Massac looked like a tornado had struck it. It was a shambles, as though somebody had come in and simply done as much damage as possible, and yet at the same time was looking for something or someone. As for de Massac, there was no sign of him anywhere. I stood there for a moment, wondering what to do next. Huh?
Hello.
Yeah?
Monsieur Dollar?
Who are you?
Your faithful friend, Le Chagris. Now listen.
Oh, do you mind telling me what under the sun happened to this joint of yours?
Listen, please. You have turned on the lights?
No, but there's enough light coming up in the street.
Yeah. Now you must get out of there.
Oh?
Yes, come quickly and meet me here. Now, please, you will do that?
Well, where are you?
You're alone?
Yes, I'm alone.
Then you must leave before somebody finds you there.
Like who?
There is no time to talk, mon ami. Come, please, and meet me here.
But where?
I'm at the cafe chez Macabre.
Chez Macabre.
Yes, it's in Saint-Germain-des-Prés. What you call beatnik.
Okay, I'll find it.
Do not delay now. You may be in danger.
Yeah, sure. I'll grab a taxi. Huh? Who are you?
Au revoir, cochon.
Oh, no, you don't.
Monsieur.
No.
Hello.
C'est bien. Pig. When I came to, I found myself propped up in the remains of a chair. A bottle of cognac and a glass had been placed on a table beside me. I helped myself. And next to it, a piece of paper. Scribbled on it were the words, Je regrette. I'm sorry. Oh, believe me, if I ever catch up with him, he's going to be a lot sorrier. Another snort of cognac, and I felt able to navigate. I went downstairs, grabbed a taxi, that's item 4, a couple of bucks, and had him take me to the place Tomasak had mentioned over the phone, the Chez Macabre. And what a joint. I've seen a few beatnik pads that were pretty crazy back in the States, but nothing to compare with this. It was a smoky, dark, and dirty place. The beatniks backed into it were dirty, too. Characters who made a business of being characters, including a gaunt chick chanting some poetry in a corner. Then a wormy little man sidled up to my table out of the shadows and proceeded to help himself to my drink. Yeah, it was de Marsac, the Chagrin.
Do not seem to know me at first, mon ami.
Even when you come over and help yourself to my cognac?
In this place, it is the custom. But what happened to you when you hang up the telephone on me?
Well, somebody sneaked in and worked me over to Marsac. Any idea who it might have been?
No. I hope he did not hurt you too badly.
No, he did all right. But why? Now, why the crazy note he left saying he was sorry?
But of course, monsieur.
But of course what?
Well, he must have thought you were me.
Oh?
Oui. Because of a little deal on the statue that I made a week ago. In my business with some of the terrible people I have to deal with, this sort of thing happens all the time.
I'll bet.
But then, when this man he discovered he had made the mistake that you were not me... Oh, sure. What can you, the American, know of the art, the poetry of today?
Huh? Now, what brought that on?
Yeah, I will translate for you then my lovely, my beautiful ode to nothing.
Ode to nothing?
Listen to my every magnificent word.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, now, look, the Marsac, come on down to earth.
Wait. It is all right now.
Huh? All right, what do you mean?
It was for the benefit of the man who came by the table, who looked at us.
Oh, yeah, I noticed him.
He was very curious about us, like a spy.
A spy?
Yes, of course. He may have been from my dear friend, Monsieur Francois Dubesson.
Wait a minute. Francois Dubesson. Isn't he the fence who got hold of that painting that was stolen from Vincent Price a while back?
That I helped you to recover for a slight fee.
And it was through him that you located the Blue Madonna that was taken from the gallery in Philadelphia.
Oui, the same. And now it is Dubesson who has the only diamonds.
You're sure of that?
I am sure. Also, it was Dubesson who arranged to have them stolen back in your United States.
Your good friend, huh?
But of course.
But you're perfectly willing to double-cross him. Why?
Because you will pay me so well.
If I get my hands on those diamonds.
Oh, I have it all arranged. So, if you would like to pay me now, the $5,000 American...
When I get my hands on them. And it's only $2,000, remember?
Oui. I cheated myself.
Okay, now, how do I get them?
I have told him that you're here, that you are very rich, that you will pay him 15 million francs.
15? Well, that's close to $30,000.
It is better there remain lost to your company.
All right. Where'll I find him, this Francois Dubesson?
He will come to you.
With the diamonds?
Yes, at your hotel. Tonight at midnight.
He knows my name?
Well, I've told him that you are Mr. Robert Matthews from Texas.
Hey, yeah, good. Then I'll have to take another room under that name.
But of course.
And you're sure he doesn't know who I really am? My business?
No, because only I could tell him that.
All right, now look, Tomasak. If you have any idea double-crossing me...
You? Oh, my oldest, my dearest... And yet, if you were to find out that 3,000...
Wait. Okay, Tomasak. If it all goes off without a hitch. But if it doesn't...
Oh, have no fear, mon ami.
Sure, it was a kind of shady deal to make, to have to make. But under the circumstances, what else? And people simply don't realize how most of the crimes in this world are solved. Not by Sherlock Holmes type of detective work, not by the kind of stuff you read in the mystery magazines, but through informants. And one way or another, they all have to be paid off. Otherwise, well, look at this case. If Dubesson were to know who I really am, I'd stand a chance of not only losing the case, but my life as well. On the way back to my hotel, I began to wonder again about the man who'd attacked me there at de Massac's apartment. who'd apparently been there before, looking for someone, or for me. Did he really think I was de Marsac? Or was it all just a warning to leave this case alone? There was only one way to find out. Back in my hotel, I arranged for another room under the name of Robert Matthews from Texas, USA. It was a room adjoining my own with a connecting door. In it, using my best Texas drawl, I'd meet Francois Dubuisson when he came at midnight with the Olney diamonds. 15 million francs, de Marsac had told him. Little enough for a necklace worth $750,000. But I've never yet paid a thief for the return of stolen goods, and I had no intention of doing so this time. I settled down to wait for midnight. And then I suddenly realized why I'd felt only half-dressed ever since I was attacked over in de Marsac's apartment. Sure, my gun was missing. Without it, and if Dubuisson was wise to me, was the phone in the other room, the one where I'd act out the part of the rich Texan, if there was any point in it. Hello.
Monsieur Matthews?
Yep.
My name is Dubuisson. Francois Dubuisson.
Say, I've been waiting to hear from you.
You are alone, monsieur.
Don't think I'd let anybody else in on our little deal, do you?
I hope not. I can be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, anytime you say. I'm just laying here in bed reading to myself.
You have the necessary money with you? In cash?
Just finished taking it out of the hotel safe.
Monsieur Matthews, if we are able to make what you call a deal...
Sure we can, man.
Oui, but I must inform you I will come to your room prepared for any... shall we say, exigency?
Huh? Now, what's that?
The gun I carry, it has a silencer. 5 minutes.
I'll be here. I suddenly had an idea that might possibly work. Out of a small rug, a pair of shoes, and a couple of other things, I fashioned a dummy, laid it carefully in the bed in the other room, after making sure the head of that bed was toward the door. I piled up a couple of pillows so that even if there really been someone in it, only the outline under the covers would be visible. I left a cigarette burning in an ashtray, propped up a magazine. From the doorway, then, it looked like someone lying there, reading and smoking. I hoped. I unscrewed a light bulb, then stood behind the slightly open adjoining door. Come in, man, come in.
You were very foolish, Monsieur Dollar, to say you obtained the money from the hotel safe. The night clerk has informed me otherwise. Also, he confessed it was you who took both of these rooms. Well, have you anything to say?
I told you Dollar was here because of the jewels, Francois.
Annette.
Oui, ma chérie. So, Annette, you may dispose of him once and for all. Close the door.
No! Look, there's a dummy in that bed.
Oui, you're right.
But Dollar has no gun now. And if he's here, Francois...
Take care, ma chérie.
Don't worry. First, we try that other room.
I nudged open the adjoining door, and with everything I had, I pitched the light bulb across the room at the far wall.
No, he's in here!
Then I dove in low at the first of them I could reach.
Annette! Annette!
A bad mistake, Johnny. Because I have the gun.
Yeah. I suppose I should have known, Annette.
Your last mistake. Because with this silencer, nobody will ever know.
Oh, I'm sorry, mademoiselle. Oh, dear.
Oh, thanks, de Marsac. Like the U.S. Marines.
But such a pity, monsieur.
Huh?
That I should stoop so low as to strike a beautiful woman.
Of course, the fact that it saved my life.
5,000.
Sure. 5,000. Of course, there'll be some fancy international legal procedure necessary, but I'm sure the company can arrange for return of the necklace to the United States. As for Dubuisson and the lovely but treacherous Annette, well, the Paris police are making the arrangements for them, and I'm sure they won't be very pleasant ones. Expense account total, including a couple of nights on the town, $5,000 for de Marsac and deluxe transportation back home, $5,878 even. Wow. Oh, incidentally, I met a luscious little blonde on that return trip who, well, she... Now, let's not go into that. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a foggy night on the Embarcadero in San Francisco. In the shadows, a killer. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Forrest Lewis, G. Stanley Jones, Tony Barrett, Bill James, and Gus Bays. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, you better come flying out here just about as fast as you can.
Who's that?
Johnny, this is Red.
Yeah, Red who?
Well, you know, your favorite fishing guide.
Red Barrett?
That's right.
Lake Mojave Resort out in Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Well, Red, you old scalawag. How are you, and how's the fishing?
Just great. That is, if you know where the good holes are.
And believe me, you do.
Now, that's really a fact, Johnny. I really do. I guess I'm the best fishing guide this country ever saw.
Yeah, and I suppose you think it's time I made another trip out there and tangle with some of those beautiful lunker bass.
Well, now, Johnny...
It's no good, Red. I just can't do it.
Now, you listen.
The way the work is piled up on me, I'm just about going crazy. I've been trying to get away for some kind of a vacation for weeks now, but I just can't do it.
Sounds to me like you need it to.
Yeah, it's been a tough year, no let up at all. Pat McCracken over at Universal Adjustment Bureau, half a dozen of my other contacts. They've been begging me to take some time off, but I just can't, Red. I'm not on a regular payroll. I'm a freelance, so I have to take on every assignment that's handed me, whether I like it or not.
Look, you mentioned Mr.
No use, Red, so don't make me feel any worse by talking about it.
Me? That was your idea.
Huh?
Did I say anything about fishing until you did?
Oh, now, wait. You mean there's some insurance matter I ought to look into out there?
It was this Pat McCracken you mentioned that said I better call you.
Oh, great. And he's the one who's been after me to take a rest. So, what's happened out there?
That's the thing. It ain't what has, but what's going to happen.
Yeah? Like what? Come on, get to the point, Red.
Well, Johnny, when it does happen, well, it's going to be pretty tragic for Lake Mojave Resort.
You mean somebody's trying to wreck the place? Something like that?
Much worse, Johnny. Much worse.
Well, what is it?
Well, I just don't think I ought to tell you over the phone.
But, Red, unless I know...
And if somebody was to hear me talking to you this way...
Red, look.
And anyhow, you'll find out soon enough when you get here, Johnny. And you won't like it. No, sir.
Red, quit stalling, will you?
Of course, if you just want to sit around up there in Hartford and let a terrible thing like this happen without even raising a finger... Well, I just can't believe you'd do that.
Look, will you stop beating around the bush and... Red? Red?
I can't tell you over the phone. It's too awful.
Now listen, you old goat.
But, Johnny, they say there's an airplane leaves New York City just about 12 o'clock noon.
So what?
So it'll get you in Las Vegas about 9:45 tonight. Okay?
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, just you be sure and be on it. And I know you will.
Oh, now look, I can't...
Goodbye, Johnny.
Red! Oh, if that crazy old coot thinks I'm going to fly all the way out there just because he... And yet, if he was serious...
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavor, full, rich tobacco flavor. Winston's easy drawing too. The flavor comes right through to you. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
A modern filter? Sure, Winston has it. But that's only the beginning of a Winston. Up front, up where it really counts, Winston packs exclusive filter blend. Light, flavorful tobaccos Specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. Filter blend. That's why it's fun to smoke Winston, America's best-selling filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Attention, Mr. Pat McCracken. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Red Mystery matter. That crazy phone call from Red Barrett. I know that wild old character pretty well. I'm fully aware of his faculty for stretching the truth, making a couple of mountains out of a molehill or two. And once or twice before, I'd wound up making the trip across the country just to wet a fishing line with him. And yet, those other times I'd fallen for his gag, I'd run headlong into serious insurance matters. Trouble with a capital T. And if he really meant what he said about something terrible impending at Lake Mojave Resort, well, there was one way to find out. Expense account item 1, $153, plane fare, Hartford to New York to Las Vegas, Nevada. The awesome beauty of the clear night sky over the desert, with its billions of stars twinkling in the black sky above, is something I'll never tire of. The stars seem close enough to reach out and touch them. As the plane hit the glide path down to the landing strip at the south end of Las Vegas, the myriad many-colored lights of the city winked and sparkled like the lights on a gigantic Christmas tree. Yeah, from the air, Las Vegas, the fabulous city of chance, is just plain beautiful. I'd like to have stuck around Vegas for a while and tried my hand at some of the casinos and clubs along the gambler's alley they call the Strip, but I had other things to do. So, item 2 was $50 deposited on a rental car. And within minutes after the plane landed, I was heading south and east across the desert, down toward Davis Dam, down to Lake Mojave Resort. The desert, mile after mile of nothing but sand and sagebrush and Joshua trees, of tumbleweed and cactus, of high plateaus and broad windswept mesas. Here and there, the skeleton of some animal was perished in the remorseless, terrible summer sun. And then suddenly in the middle of it, the life-giving waters of Lake Mojave. At the south end of the lake, just above Davis Dam, is the resort, with its clean, comfortable motel, a good restaurant, tackle shop, and dock. Everything to warm the heart of a fisherman. Yeah, and in the bright light of the moon, I could see the lake itself, calm as a mill pond. That meant that unlike the cold and snow I'd left back east, here it was warm and perfect weather for fishing. It took a bit of self-control to keep from driving right on down to the dock. Instead, I circled the driveway to the office. As I pulled up to a stop, in spite of the hour, someone came out to greet me. It was my old friend Buster Favor, general factotum at the resort.
Yes, sir? Can I help you?
Yeah, Buster, I think you can.
What? Why, it's Johnny Dollar.
Yeah, none other. Hiya, Buster.
Johnny, it's a miracle.
I don't see why. When I get word there's trouble around here.
Oh, then you know, huh?
Buster, I only know that something is about
to... Even the police haven't had a chance to get over here yet.
The police?
Johnny, I sure hope he's all right, but you can find him.
Yeah, find who?
Why, Red.
Red Barrett?
You mean you didn't know?
Buster, what's happened to him?
Johnny, Red has... Well, he's disappeared.
Oh?
And I could be awfully wrong, but from the looks of things, Johnny...
Wait a minute. You think somebody could have murdered him?
Come on. I'll take you over to his room. You can see for yourself.
Well, look, Red phoned me in Hartford, Buster. He told me
think he had some premonition that something was going to happen to him?
Well, that's just it. He didn't seem worried about himself. All he would say
well,
was...
it sure looks like he should have been worried, Johnny. Here now.
Holy.
Yeah.
The room, a housekeeping unit, was a shambles. Clothing pulled out of the drawers and closet, as though somebody had ransacked the place looking for something.
That stuff's all part of the uniform as he was wearing while he was working, Johnny. How much personal clothing stuff he had, I don't exactly know. So if anything is
The furniture, though none of it was actually broken, was overturned, cluttering up the floor. On the electric range in the kitchenette were the pots and pans he'd apparently used to cook his dinner. Some fish bones lay on a plate on the table.
Probably one of the bass he caught this afternoon. Poor old fellow went out fishing as usual, not realizing what was going to happen to him after he came back here and had his supper.
Now, wait a minute, Buster.
Yeah, Johnny?
That he left here in a hurry is pretty obvious.
Or his body was hauled out of here.
But I still don't see anything to indicate he was murdered, or even badly hurt.
Well, look here, then.
Look, Buster, you know as well as I do how unpredictable Red is.
Well, I know,
always
but...
getting restless, always talking about going somewhere else, doing something else.
I know, Johnny,
Look, he's told me a dozen times about a gold mine he hoped to go to back there and work someday, 50 or 60 miles north of here, up near Lake Mead. He's told me about offers to work as a guide for other fishing spots.
Johnny...
So what makes you think he didn't just pack up and leave for some other place, some other job?
Without letting us know? And leaving things this way?
Red? Sure he would. So unless you can show me some good... Oh.
Yeah, Johnny. It's blood there on the floor. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's blood, all right.
It still hasn't even dried either.
Yeah, I see. All right. When did you find he was missing?
When Ham Pratt... What do you remember Ham?
The manager of this place, sure.
Well, after supper, Ham came over here to talk to him, and, well, this is what he found.
Do you know of any enemies he may have had?
Red? Oh, no, sir. Of course, all of us used to get out of patience with him now and then. Some of the crazy things he'd do, the wild stories he'd tell, but there wasn't one of us didn't love the crusty old coot. Same thing applied to everybody else who knew him.
Then why? Why would anybody want to do him in?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. But it sure looks like somebody did, Johnny. You can see the evidence yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean by that?
Red's phone call that brought me out here. If he'd thought that he himself was in danger, don't you think he would have said so?
Yeah, I guess Red would have built it up, too. Would have made it sound real dramatic.
Sure he would. But instead he told me something tragic was going to happen to the resort. Like what, Buster?
Like nothing I can possibly think of. But now, Johnny, this blood on the floor.
Yeah. Hey, did Red have a car?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's gone, Johnny. Whoever did whatever they did to him must have used it to carry away his body. The poor old...
Buster! I've just got a lead on it.
Oh, Ham, come in.
You see, I phoned everybody up and down the lake to look out for... Johnny.
Ham, how are you?
Buster's told you about Red?
Yeah, and in spite of this so-called evidence around here, I still
Johnny simply doesn't believe that Red was murdered.
But there's blood on the floor, the way things were left around. Or, Johnny, have you some reason for thinking he wasn't?
First, I want some definite reason why he was.
But now, Johnny.
If you want the truth, I think you've both gone overboard about this.
Are you kidding?
Give me a reason. A reason for killing him, for anybody killing him. Just one good reason.
Well, now, Johnny...
Johnny, this blood on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
What is it, Johnny?
Johnny?
You, haven't called in the police yet?
Oh, I was just about to when you arrived.
Don't you think I'd better call them then right away?
Well, yeah, Johnny, why don't you do that?
No. I've done something better, Johnny. I spread the word up and down the lake, all the way up the Colorado River by telephone. And listen, it's paid off. And that's what I came in here to tell you about.
Well?
I just got word that a car, same description as Red Barrett's, that it was seen pulling off Highway 93 about 33 miles this side of Boulder City.
Oops.
What, Johnny?
You want me to find poor old Red, huh?
Well, of course, if the poor old fella's still alive.
And maybe I will. And when I do, I have a sneaking suspicion I may have a score to settle with you two.
Now, just a minute, Johnny. If you mean to imply that either of us did him...
I didn't say that.
Well, Johnny, what do you mean?
You don't know, Buster?
Well, if you think you can find Red, and if I can be of any help to you...
No. That's exactly what I don't want.
Well, now, Johnny...
Just let me work out this little mystery myself.
Well, of course.
No help, no interference from either of you.
Johnny, this isn't like you. I don't understand.
You don't, huh?
I swear it.
Yeah? We'll see.
2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Welcome, recording star Mel Torme.
It's terrible trying to sing with a bad cold. So I always take 4-way cold tablets to relieve cold miseries fast.
Good idea. Tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When you catch cold, try my way. Take 4-way cold tablets. The fast way to relieve cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Now, here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. To get rid of embarrassing dandruff in 3 minutes, change to Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch and embarrassing dandruff's gone. At the same time, Fitch can brighten hair up to 35%. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Red Mystery Matter.
Suddenly, things had begun to add up. Yeah, from right in the beginning, when Red had mentioned over the phone that he'd talked with Pat McCracken at Universal Adjustment Bureau. Had Red called Pat, or vice versa? And there was the lamp there in Red's room, apparently knocked to the floor in a struggle. But not even the bulb was broken. The clothes that were left, only the uniforms he'd worn while at work. Was that supposed to mean that the only personal things he had were those he was wearing when he disappeared? Hardly. Then there was that spot of blood on the floor. A fish scale, a single scale in the middle of it. I had no microscope to examine that blood, probably wouldn't have known how to use it anyway. But I had a sneaking suspicion there was something very, very... Yeah. And knowing Red and Ham and Buster and Pat McCracken pretty well... Okay. The first thing I did after Ham and Buster left me alone was to look over the room again. And yes, one parcel of equipment that should have been there was conspicuously absent. I went down to the boat dock and found the old Arkansas Traveler that Red had always used to fish in. It was empty. Absolutely empty of the stuff I knew he always kept in it.
Johnny?
Wow. What are you doing up and around this time of night, Ham?
Oh, just sort of checking up on things.
Yeah? Or checking up on me?
Oh, now, Johnny. You hoping to find some lead on Red there and his boat?
I found exactly what I expected, Ham. Nothing.
I don't understand.
Don't you?
Johnny, what goes with you? You've certainly been acting kind of feisty this trip.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Now, if you feel you have some lead on Red, on what may have happened to him, well...
Yeah, I think I have. And you helped to give it to me.
I did.
But there's no point in following it up till morning.
What is the lead?
No help, no interference, remember?
Okay, Johnny, whatever you say. No use doing anything till morning, eh?
That's right.
Then you,
Well, what?
Oh, I was just thinking. Remember a couple of moonlight nights like this when you were here before, how you and I took the workboat and a couple of fishing rods, how we plugged those deep coves just above the dam?
Yeah, we took some nice fish out of there, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm going to be blunt with you, Johnny. You aren't yourself. You're a bundle of nerves. Been working too hard?
Yeah, much too hard.
Well, one great cure for that. Why don't we go out there and pick us up a couple of nice bass?
Okay. Why not?
Unless, of course, you feel you ought to do something more about finding Red.
I told you, no more until morning. I also told you I'm sorry. Let's go fishing.
Sure, Johnny. I understand.
Yeah, I guess you do. Maybe I had been a little feisty, as Ham had put it. And he was right about the fishing out there in the smooth black water with the bright moonlight overhead. When those 2 6-pounders hit my lure and I carefully played them into the boat, believe me, they did more to bring me back to normal than anything else in the world could have. That night, for the first time in weeks, I slept like a baby. Then, first thing in the morning, well, the whole thing really wasn't too hard to figure out. Red was a fisherman every day of his life. But I'd found no sign of his tackle there in the room or in the boat he'd always used. In other words, no matter how or why he'd left, he himself must have taken those things with him. Also his personal clothes and stuff, but naturally not the uniforms that belonged to the resort. The blood on the floor from one of the baths he'd had for dinner, carefully put there after he turned the room inside out. As for his whereabouts, Ham had given me the clue when he told me Red's car had been seen at the highway turnoff 33 miles south of Boulder City. That turnoff led to only one place, a fishing camp at the lower end of Lake Mead, known as Temple Bar. And when I got there, sure enough, waiting for me in his outboard beside the dock, Red Barrett.
All ready for you, Johnny.
Why, Red, you rascal.
Got an extra rod and reel and a bucket of live bait. You and me'll go out there and slay him. Get in, Johnny. Get in.
Sure, Red, why not?
That's a boy. Here we go. Yeah, I just knew a smart man like you could track me down.
Hey, you're working here now, huh?
Well, I got kind of restless and thought maybe I'd make a change. And as long as Ham Pratt was willing...
Then Ham was in on this plot to get me out here.
Why, sure he was.
And the terrible things to happen at Lake Mojave?
Why, of course, Johnny. They've lost me, haven't they?
Ah, you old son of a gun. Hey, Buster in on it, too?
No, Ham's probably telling him about it right now. Probably showing him the letter he got from Mr. McCracken.
McCracken? Pat McCracken?
Yeah. Now, maybe you better read this one that he wrote to me. First part's just the usual howdy-do's, but here.
And Red, I'm convinced a man can take only so much, even Johnny Dollar. And I'm afraid that unless he gets some rest and
relaxation, he'll crack up one of these days. So if you and Ham Pratt can somehow contrive to get him out there for some of that fishing he loves so much, go to it. If he catches on, if he starts worrying about the expense, tell him it's on the house. Tell him Merry Christmas. Sincerely yours.
Well, God bless Pat McCracken. As for you, Red, you old reprobate...
Johnny, there's a hole over near the gyp beds where there's an old 10-pounder laying under a rock, just waiting for you and me.
Brother, let's go. A very wise man once said that the time a man spends in fishing is never deducted from his lifespan. And you know something? I, for one, am convinced that he was right. So, well, Merry Christmas to you all, too. All of you. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Every year, some Christmas celebrations are ruined by fire. A little precaution can prevent a Christmas fire from happening in your home. First of all, make sure your tree is on a firm foundation so it can't fall over. Then be sure to use only approved lighting. Wiring that's frayed may be dangerous. Replace it. Never use lighted candles. Let all the glow of Christmas come from within, not from fire. With a safe Christmas plan, here's an idea for Christmas giving.
Almost Christmas, no time to lose. Lots and lots of gifts to choose. Give him,
Give her
a gift set by Yardley.
For her an array of all new Yardley gifts, $1.50 to $13.50. A Yardley Red Roses Spray Mist and Soap Set, $3.50. All prices plus tax. Yardley.
Give him,
Give her
a gift set by Yardley.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a man, a girl, and a gangster. That's right. They add up to trouble. For me. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Forrest Lewis, Barney Phillips, Alan Reed Sr., and Lawrence Dobkin. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.
Now stay tuned for Suspense, which follows next on the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Pat McCracken at Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Well, hiya, Pat. How you doing this bright and sunny afternoon? Pat?
Alvin Peabody Cartwright.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
He's called you.
Yeah, he called
He has a problem.
Well, hasn't he always?
Big emergency.
That's right.
Which means that you have a problem.
Oh, no. We haven't, Johnny. You have.
Oh, well, now, Pat, let's talk about this, huh?
Why does the company pass all his frantic, fantastic problems on to us?
So that you can pass them on to me?
Yeah?
Sure, so that I can collect all those fancy fees and commissions. Have an excuse to pad out the little old expense account.
Now, Johnny.
After all, when you're serving a client as important as he is, why, hang the expense.
Oh, then you finally admit it.
Huh?
It's only because of the dough you collect that you put up with that wild, wacky old coot.
No, wait, that isn't true.
Oh, it isn't, huh?
Well, I freely admit I've made a lot of money handling his problems over the years, a real sackful.
Yeah?
But more important, I've grown to like Alvin P., and I feel kind of sorry for him and all the messes he gets himself into.
Uh-huh.
So, if he's having trouble again, if I can give him a hand...
The heck with the expense account.
Right.
Good. That'll save the company a lot of money.
No, wait a minute. I didn't mean that.
Oh, well, I wish you did. Cartwright's cost us plenty. More than any other client of any other company we act for.
Would you rather he took his insurance somewhere else?
Right.
Maybe I can arrange it.
No. Wait a minute. I didn't mean that. Now, listen, Johnny.
Okay, I'm listening.
Drive on up to Lakewood and see him, will you? Right away?
He particularly asked for me?
You know he did. He always does. So will you do it?
Yeah, sure, Pat. Only what's his problem this time?
Johnny, I don't know.
Huh? But you said he called you.
That's right.
And he didn't tell you?
Sure he did.
Well?
Well, he told me one thing, told the insurance company something else. Heaven only knows what he'll tell you. Is there anything unusual about that?
Nope, not a thing.
So go ahead, Johnny. Go over and see him. Get him off my neck.
Patrick, that I will.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the intriguing adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Are you smoking more now, but enjoying it less? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. Are you looking for flavor and mildness? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette, have a Camel.
If you're smoking more today, but enjoying it less, try Camels. The Camel blend of costly Turkish and domestic tobaccos has never been equal for rich flavor, easygoing mildness, real smoking satisfaction every time you light up. The best tobacco makes the best smoke.
Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette, have a Camel.
And now Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the merry-go-round matter. Doing a job for Alvin Peabody Cartwright was like riding a merry-go-round, a shoot-the-chutes, a roller coaster, and a razzle-dazzle all in one. Anyhow, expense account item 1, $4 for a tank full of gas, and hoping the snowplows had cleared off the highway, I headed north to Lakewood. In my humble estimation, Lakewood is one of the prettiest little towns in all of New England, especially in the wintertime. The Cartwright place where the old man lives by himself is on top of a low hill beside the lake. 3 or 4 acres, I'd say, with plenty of elms and towering oak trees guarding the sprawling old mansion. And now, at dusk, with a soft blanket of snow on everything, a group of skaters gliding gracefully over the frozen lake, and a horse-drawn sleigh loaded with happy kids circling around the edge of the lake. Well, it was mighty nice. Peaceful, too. Yeah, it was good being out here in the country again, breathing deep of the crisp, cold air. I felt real good. And I hoped the problem at hand would be no more serious than most of those that were handed to me by Mr. Cartwright. Hiya.
Well, don't just stand there letting in the cold. Don't you know it costs a lot of money to heat a place like this?
Yeah, I'll bet it does. Well, how are you?
Did you stomp the snow off your feet?
Yeah, I think I
Don't
did.
want you tracking up the house. Now, what can I do for you, Mr. What?
What?
Huh? Why, it's Johnny Dollar. Oh, and I know it's a little late, but Merry Christmas, Johnny. Merry Christmas to you.
Well, thanks, Mr. Cartwright. The same to you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, boy. Just throw your things here in the hall rack, will you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir, I knew you'd come. And so I saved it for you. Right in here, Johnny.
Yeah, save what, sir?
Saved what? Saved what? Why, your Christmas present, of course.
You mean to say that's why you...
Here you are, Johnny.
Oh, well, now, listen.
Go ahead. Open it up and see if you like it.
Oh, okay, but now you shouldn't... Holy smoke.
Well, do you?
These are diamonds on this
Of
thing?
course they are. What do you think it is? A piece of junk?
Oh, well, no, this is too much, Mr.
I
Cartwright.
don't see why, Johnny. Everybody should carry his money in a bill clip. Everybody. You just think how it will impress the folks.
But a bill clip studded with genuine diamonds.
Well, you like it?
Well, sure. Well, I don't know how to thank you,
You don't need to, boy. You don't need to. If you like it, that's all that counts. So, Merry Christmas. Use it in good health. And before you go, yes, let me wish you a Happy New Year, too. Belatedly.
Yeah, well, thanks. You mean this is the only reason you call me up here?
Of course not, John. Can't you see I'm in trouble? Terrible problem. Terrible.
Better tell me all about it, then.
Come, Johnny, and I'll show you. And I hope to heaven you can help me with this.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Welcome, recording star Mel Torme.
It's terrible trying to sing with a bad cold. So I always take 4-way cold tablets to relieve cold miseries fast.
Good idea. Tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When you catch cold, try my way. Take 4-way cold tablets. The fast way to relieve cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Now, here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Had dandruff for years? Now get rid of it in 3 minutes with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair. Rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch. Embarrassing dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave hair up to 35% brighter. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the merry-go-round matter.
Better tell me what it's all about, Mr. Cartwright.
What it's all about? My nice new art gallery. What else? Now, come along.
You have an art gallery now?
Johnny, ever since I went over to Paris last summer and saw that Louvre place with all those pretty things in it, I decided I'd better have an art gallery, too. Maybe not as big, but with everything just as good.
Well, the Louvre has some pretty valuable things.
And by spending a bit of money, I have some things that even the Louvre couldn't get. Here, I'll turn on the light. Now then, how do you like it?
Wow. The gallery was 50 or 60 feet long, maybe 30 feet wide, with a high vaulted ceiling. A floor of solid marble. The tall, narrow windows were all of beautiful stained glass. Around the walls were some of the finest paintings I've ever seen.
That's a Romney, Johnny. A genuine Romney. And you see this Matisse over here? And how about this Van Gogh?
There were statues and various other sculptures, beautiful tapestries, valuable urns and vases, rare pieces of jewelry, and, well, just about everything you could think of. Cartwright must have poured millions into this place, and all within the space of only a few months.
Isn't it nice, Johnny?
Unbelievable.
And when I get tired of it, it's showing it off to people. Then I'll give all these pretty things to that big museum over in Hartford. I think they'll like them, too. Don't you?
Oh, sure. But I can see your problem, all right.
Problem? What problem?
The reason you asked for me to come here.
Well, of course I did.
Because of the possibility of theft.
Theft? It was robbery. And, Johnny, you've got to solve it for me.
You mean it's already happened?
Of course it has. Why do you think I sent for you?
What's been taken?
One of the most valuable things in my whole collection. A sacred painting, a holy picture. Only it was more than just a picture. It was an icon, Johnny. It was encrusted with emeralds and rubies.
How big was it, Mr. Cartwright?
It was 9 inches high and about 4 inches wide. Very heavy. It was hanging on the wall under that light, right there. Johnny, it was worth over $90,000.
A thing as valuable as that hanging right out in the open?
So that people could see it?
Yeah, and small enough to be hidden away under an overcoat.
Well, yes, that's why. So I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, I'm afraid you had it coming, Mr. Cartwright. You're lucky that more isn't missing.
Now, what do you mean by that?
What I mean, you alone in this place with all these valuable objects of art,
yeah, but
and letting
John,
all sorts of people in to see them?
Well, pretty things like these have to be seen to be appreciated.
Well, did you ever screen any of the people you let in here?
You think for 1 minute the kind of people who would come to admire these nice things would ever steal anything?
Somebody did.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I guess you're right, but you were wrong about my being in here alone when it happened.
What do you mean?
Every day, Johnny, during the hours people were allowed to come in and look at my things, I had a guard on duty all the time.
Oh, a registered peace officer?
Well, no, he just happened to be the first man who answered my ad.
Oh, great. Where is he now?
Well, after this happened yesterday, I suppose it was unkind of me, but I let him go. I telephoned him this morning, told him not to bother coming back, and I sent him a check for a couple of $100. Just severance pay.
In other words, you paid him for robbing you. You know where he lives? Anything about him?
Yeah, you see, now, I have his address in town.
Okay, then you better give it to me.
And he wasn't the only precaution I took, you know, sir. You see, I never let more than one person come here into the gallery at a time. And I always stayed with him. Always.
So?
Well, it was getting late. The guard was about to leave. But there was a knock on the door. And so I answered it.
Uh-huh.
And who do you think was there?
I'll bite. Who?
A sweet little old man. He was all dressed in rags.
Oh.
He said he'd heard about the icon and he'd like to see it.
Yeah.
So I showed him in here.
And did you stay with him?
Well, no, because just then there was another knock on the door. And who do you suppose it was?
Okay, who this time?
Johnny! It was Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yes, Jonathan Peebles.
Oh, yeah.
My oldest and dearest friend. He lives down in New York.
Oh, yes, I remember him now.
Yes, he's the oldest, most loyal friend I have.
Yeah, sure. He was the one who gave me a hand that time we all thought you were lost at sea. A bit of an eccentric, though.
Aren't we all?
Well...
Yes, but anyhow, it was Jonathan. And, of course, he gave me the usual lecture.
Lecture?
Oh, you know, the sort of thing that you would.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You know about it being wrong for me to have all these valuable things here in my home and being alone at night and maybe somebody might break in and try to kill me and get at them and that sort of nonsense.
Nonsense, huh? Now, you listen to me, Mr. Cartwright.
Anyhow, as we were about to come in here to the gallery, I saw that the old man was leaving. So naturally, I stayed out there at the front door to say goodbye to him. And to have the guard look him over, kind of, and pat his clothes and so forth. But then, Johnny, Johnny, that poor old man.
What happened?
He tripped over the door sill and had a terrible fall. Well, the guard helped him up and made sure he wasn't badly hurt. And, well, I just gave him a few dollars just in case. And I had the guard drive him back to town.
Uh-huh. And then you found the icon was gone.
It was Jonathan who came out and asked me what I'd done with it. And, Johnny, when I looked and it wasn't there, and I was so upset, well, the first thing this morning, I put in that call for you.
Well, it's probably too late to do any good, but give me the address of that guard you had on here and tell me what he and the old man look like.
Yeah, right. Well, the guard's name is Gummy.
Is what?
Well, that's right. It's Gummy O'Banion.
Gummy O'Banion? What's the matter with you, anyhow?
Well,
Don't you remember? Gummy O'Banion was mixed up in more rackets down in New York in the old days.
Of course I remember
Then
that.
why under the
but
sun
he
would you...
assured me that he's through with all that he's gone straight and he's retired.
And he's the one you picked for a guard? Oh, brother.
Surely you don't think that Gummy...
No. You want to bet? You know something? I'm glad that Mr. Cartwright didn't want to bet. As I said before, any case where he's involved, well, you can bank on just one thing. The solution isn't going to come from any logical process of deduction or series of sensible clues. It's going to come from way out in left field. And believe me, that's exactly what happened on this one.
Constipation is something people don't talk much about, but it can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Now, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say. A laxative should be effective, gentle, as close to natural acting as possible, and a medicine that can be used with complete confidence. Well, pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is gentle. Next morning, it gives you the closest thing to natural action. And that's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight.
Is X-Lax in your medicine cabinet?
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
The address of Gummy O'Banion turned out to be little more than the shack at the south end of town. But there was a light inside, so I parked well on down the street, then pulled a peeping Tom act at the window the light was coming from. The window was slightly ajar. Inside, sitting at a bare wooden table, guzzling beer, were O'Banion and a ragged-looking little old man. On the table between them was a stack of bills. Not only 10s and 20s, but I spotted several 50s among them as they poured them over.
If I'd have known I could have picked up easy money like this, I would have went legit long before I did.
Yeah, Gummy?
And you know what?
What, Gummy?
Old Cartwright says he's sending me 200 severance, too. What do you think of that, Doc?
200?
That's right. So, with that and all this dough the other guy gives us for that act we pulled at the front door...
Other guy?
Why, Doc, you and me won't have to work for months.
That's pretty good, huh, Gummy?
Yeah, Doc, that's pretty good.
Well, then open me up another bottle of that beer, huh?
Sure. There. But, Doc, I still don't get it. Why that other guy wanted us to make all that fuss for him there at the front door. You falling down and me helping you up and all.
A diversion, they call it, whatever that means.
Diversion.
Diversion?
Yeah, and what'd you say his name is, the one that give us the dough, huh?
Oh, crazy kind of name. Reminds me of a church like Steeple, only it wasn't.
I didn't wait to hear that name. I didn't need to. Because things had suddenly begun to add up the wrong way. Instead of disturbing the two lucky gentlemen, I got back into my car and drove hard. And I didn't stop until I got all the way down to New York, to a fancy apartment building on East 52nd Street. It was well after midnight, and the uniformed doorman was half asleep and a little grumpy about it all.
Look, what do you think I am, your brother's keeper or whatever it is they say? And that crazy old man.
And you have no idea at all where he might be, huh?
Your name ain't Dollar, is it?
What'd you say?
I asked, is your name Dollar, all?
Yeah, that's right, Johnny Dollar. Why?
Well, why don't you say so? Here, old Coot left this note for you.
He what?
Here you are.
Dear Johnny, I have tried all day to reach you by phone.
But with no success. Knowing you, I'm sure that sooner or later you will come to look for me here at my apartment. I can only ask your indulgence.
My indulgence?
And beg that when you return to Alvin Cartwright's home, you speak with me before you talk further with him.
What?
The icon, incidentally, is safely ensconced in the bottom of one of the large Roman urns there in the gallery. Sincerely,
Jonathan W. Peoples. But now, will somebody please tell me?
Huh? What's the matter, mister?
Here's a 5-spot for your trouble.
Well, thanks, Johnny. You're okay.
So I drove on back to Lakewood, to Cartwright's home, after a quick stop for some breakfast along the way. Not only was there no guard at the front door, but the door was unlocked. And I wondered, had Jonathan Peoples deliberately left it that way for me? Anyhow, I sneaked inside, and there, sure enough, in the breakfast room, their backs toward me, were the two wild old characters. Or maybe just one such, and his really good friend.
You listen to me.
Oh, fool, huh?
That's right, I'm convinced of it.
Oh, you are.
Unless you'll solemnly promise me two things.
Promise? Promise? Oh, what are you talking about?
That you'll immediately, mind you, that you'll turn this whole collection over to a museum, the way you plan to do sooner or later anyway.
But, Jonathan, I haven't got tired of it yet.
No? Well, by the time you do, somebody will come here and bash in that silly head of yours, or at least come here and steal some of those things.
Oh, with me around there? I'd just like to see anybody try to...
Yes, that's right, the icon.
Oh, it was such a lovely thing, too.
And you'd like it back, wouldn't you?
Are you crazy? Of course I'd like it back.
Well, you'd also have to promise to have some honest, legitimate guards around here now, immediately, 24 hours a day. You and your ex-gangster.
Yes, I guess I was wrong about him.
Of course you were. He might have killed you. Unless you make those promises, Alvin, somebody will, you stupid, incompetent old...
Don't you talk like that.
But it's true, isn't it?
Of course it is. Oh, dear, of course it is. This whole thing was silly right from the beginning, and losing that beautiful icon, it just...
Would you, like it back?
Yeah, I'd do anything to have it back.
Anything?
Yes, anything. You can hear, can't you?
I can give it to you, Alvin.
No, I don't care what you can do. All I care about is that... You?
That's right. I have it. I'll be glad to give it to you.
Jonathan. Jonathan
If you keep your word.
You're a crook. That's what you are.
I am not a crook.
But if you have the icon, it's because you stole it.
I did not.
You're a thief. That's what you are, a thief.
I am not.
There's only one way you could have gotten it.
No.
By stealing.
No, you silly old fool. Don't you see?
Don't I see what?
All I did was to hide it away from you in the hopes of knocking some sense into that thick skull of yours. Well, has it? Has it made you realize that you have no business keeping a valuable thing like that around here?
All right, Jonathan. I'll admit you did the right thing. You brought me to my senses. But now give it to me. Oh, come on, give it to me.
Only on condition you make those promises to me.
Didn't I say I would?
Then do so.
I do.
Cross your heart?
Yes, I cross my heart and I hope to die from there now. Now, give me back the icon.
Well, I said I would, didn't I?
Well, then do so.
Well, I will.
Well, now!
All right.
And if you think for a minute that was the end of it, you're wrong. Those two wild old men sat there for the better part of an hour, squabbling, shaking their fists at each other, and a half dozen times they almost came to blows. But finally they ran out of breath, put their arms around each other, shed some tears of repentance, and then, as they've done so many times before, quietly, solemnly swore undying friendship for each other. What a pair. The expense account? Why bother? After all, by now, Alvin Peabody Cartwright has probably forgotten he even sent for me. So, yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now our star has a few words for you about the case he'll investigate on next week's program.
It's called the Sidewinder Matter, and the whole thing happens out in the middle of the Great Mojave Desert. Believe me, it doesn't take long for me to realize the desert can be a mighty dangerous place. So join us, won't you? Right here on the station that brings you all the best in radio. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our story were Lawrence Dobkin, Howard McNear, Frank Gerstle, Will Wright, Forrest Lewis, and Joseph Kearns. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
A terrorized model races for the end of the road. Shocking drama of suspense next on the CBS Radio Network.
Better buys are your reward at Orange Motors for a Ford. Get your orange guarantee from the largest dealer in Albany, in the heart of Auto Row. Orange is the place to go. Orange Motors has the ports, it's true, plus 44 years of experience too. Orange Motors, if you're wise, for better service, better price.
Want a new Ford right now? Come to Orange Motors and choose from a large selection of new 1960 Fords. Orange has new Fords and new Falcons, lots of them. For a better deal, buy Ford. Buy at Orange Motors, 799 Central Avenue, Albany. Want a new Ford right now? Go to Orange Motors right now.
Better Ford buys, used or new, at 799 Central Avenue. Orange Motors, if you're wise, for better service, better price.
Radio 59, WROW, first on the dial, serving Albany, Troy, and Schenectady.